Hello everyone, it's me Troubadour and we're back with another episode of Ranked A to Z. Today we're going to be taking on Crane in the Golden Pack. Crane is a really nice pet. Being able to give Melon to the friend in front of you, even if it is limited by triggers, is incredibly valuable. Especially in Golden Pack where the protective equipment is really limited. Having that extra protection that can get refreshed is super handy, and it pairs really well with things like the pita bread because the pita bread will activate before the Crane gives the melon to the friend ahead. Outside of that, it's even really nice in like weeklies, customs. Like, it's a pet I'll put in a lot of my custom packs just because something nice to slot in behind a strong carry unit, because that melon is just so handy. Before we can get to the Crane, we got to get through the early rounds. So usually when I'm playing these ranked A to Z videos, if it's a tier 1 to tier 3, I'll play a 2-player lobby, and if it's a tier 4 to tier 6, I will play an 8-player lobby. That way I have enough time to get those higher tier pets to level 3 before the game just ends. Now here I was queued for an 8-player lobby. Ended up being a 2-player lobby anyway, but I decided to play it out. I always play them out, I never forfeit or anything like that. But I decided to play it out and see what happens, and as you can probably tell, I win this game, which is really nice. So early on here, I'm just taking some nice feint pets. Got the double goose, which is nice because he's got a big duck in the front. Gonna make that a triple goose the next turn. And over here, he's just scaling up the duck with his giraffe. The sea urchin comes in super clutch there. Sea urchin's another pet that's really underrated. Being able to remove 5 HP helps out so much, honestly, especially when you've got something with lower attack behind it. Now, I do decide to sell the sea urchin right after I gassed it up. It's like, nah, you don't get to be in the team. I just want to talk about how cool you are. But because I want the cockatoo to buff the weasel and the flea, because surprise, I bought a Weasel and Flea. What can I say? I buy it every single time I play Golden Pack, almost. It's just a nice combo, both great feint pets that can go well into the late game too. We get another baboon here and decide to gamble that the baboons won't hit each other, which is always scary. Get the double avocado, which is just awesome. I get to have 16 gold next turn. And both baboons, they each hit the weasel and the flea, which is really nice. My opponent here got an early turtle, which covers the weakness, and as a result, they beat me by 1 HP. So here on turn 11, I'm using all that gold from the avocados to level up my weasel and my flea, and decide to grab a sea lion too, because who will say no to more stats? So really, I've got a flea and a weasel, and then just a bunch of scaling between the baboon, sea lion, and the cockatoo. Now my opponent, what did they level up into? They get a crocodile, which deletes my sea lion that's in the back. Even with the weakness, I'm not able to beat him, just barely. But I can play around the crocodile, give some more HP to my sea lion, or just put the cockatoo in the back. So I don't really care as much about that one. It's got way worse stats than the sea lion. And we able next turn, we can have we have level 2 flea and a level 2 sea lion, and we get the level 2 cockatoo as well. I decide to go ahead and level up the sea lion just to go ahead and get that scaling. I'll save the flea level for next turn to try and get a good tier 6. And even with the skunk, even with the crocodile, we actually win thanks to all the extra stats we got that turn. We get the flea leveled up, get the weasel leveled up, and decide to go ahead and grab the Highland cow, because that's a pet that can scale really nicely off the HP that we get from the sea lion. And then here in a couple turns, the baboon can buff it too. And then of course, I realized after spending all that gold, oh wait, I'm supposed to be looking for a Crane. This is Crane ranked A to Z. I was just playing, Golden Pack at that point. Then I remember, alright, I do need to get this Crane level 3 before this match ends, which if we win here, we'll both be at 3 hearts. So that won't be too much longer before the end of the game. And we do win right there. Thanks to all that HP we're getting from the sea lion is coming in super clutch for the snipers. Now we do get the Crane here. I meant to buy the potato and just protect against the dolphin snipes, so I just keep rolling and rolling just to help me protect against those snipers and the chili. But unfortunately, I don't think I find it here. Decided to pass up the during because they don't have much HP. But at least I find 2 more cranes, which is incredibly helpful. I got 1 crane, now I can have 3 crane. and they have a scorpion in the front and get rid of my big flea, but thankfully our stats are enough to get by. So they're trying to really get that skunk. They've got the snipers, the scorpion, the skunk. They're really trying to bring my HP down, and I'm able to still outpace them, which is really nice. Now I know the scorpion can still kill my flea at the front, but after last round I'm really not too worried and actually get rid of the scorpion to get a tiger behind their level 2 skunk. And even with that HP stuff, we win anyway, so they're at 1 HP and I'm like, oh no, I'm still at level 2 on my crane. Well, I get 1 chocolate, I get 2 chocolate, and there's the crane. Incredibly lucky. I think I got that crane all the way to level 3 in like 3 or 4 turns. No, it was like 3 turns, which is absolutely insane. So here, even with all their snipes, all their tigers, and their skunk, our stats are just enough to get by. And that's going to be a win, thanks to the golden retriever from the Highland cow. This one took us 3 tries. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that generic stuff. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, stay true.